Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's get into some interrogations, cross examinations, my guy.
Armed with this account, detectives
She told you to move her on her side because it was coming out of her mouth and everything.
Strange with it, how I want to say who.
called Camille Quarles. This wasn't a crime of passion, it was a cleanup. Investigation led to three names: Robert Robinson, 17, Taj Bruton, 16, Christopher Atkins, 12 years old. Before any suspect confessed, someone came forward, an anonymous source close to both the suspects and the victims, who didn't just know what happened. They knew it was coming.
Obviously, there's a lot of people that are saying that they've heard stuff and everything like that, but given like your proximity to knowing him.
I got called from my friend that Rob brother had called him. This is what happened. They shot Camille because she kept moving around, and then they shot Layla.
Now, do you know if that happened like in the car or?
Everything happened in the car.
Okay.
All I know is all this that happened. It was what Sosa had.
For what Sosa had. So why would they shoot Camille first if it was over what Sosa had going on?
No witnesses. They wanted to rob him at first. None of the shooting, none of the killing was supposed to be happening. When I got told that he was a rob and touch, I knew what they was gonna do because, like I said, me and them was our friends, right? And they used to tell me things that what they was gonna do. They did something to me that I would never let somebody else do. They acted like that was my friend. Came in my house and almost shot me right there. They're in the mentality that they don't give a fuck at all.
Armed with this account, detectives brought in the suspects, and what followed were three interrogations that
And this is why some people be like, yo, parents gotta be held accountable. Like, and this is coming from parents with kids. So it ain't just like people who kids are all grown or, out of the reach of, like parents that have kids that around that age or coming to that age. A lot of parents are saying that, like these kids need to be held, the parents need to be held accountable. It's too much relaxed parenting. Parents are all into themselves. They really should have never had kids at that age. You did, like they should have practiced prophylaxis, should have had prophylactics. Who knows? Their choice. Pill, latex, whatever. But yeah, people got to be held responsible for their actions, man, and their inactions. Okay, you want to have kids at a certain age, a certain condition. Okay, you got to raise them a certain way. Like there's a standard because your kid can delete other people, kids and other people. So I'm one of those. That's why I got no problem with Kamala Harris talking about hold some parents responsible for this type of behavior. It's lack of parenting. It's relaxed. Hell no. I want to. I ain't trying to go outside. Go get some coffee and some parent bum ass kid trying to stick me up for some change. I don't know why the damn share button went off. That shit's stupid, man.
told three completely different stories, with one thing in common. In every version, the person talking was the only innocent one in the car. Robert Robinson, 17, was brought in with his mother. The detectives had spoken to Robert before, months earlier, about a separate violent crime, and remembered the warning he'd given them.
So we're investigating a several different crimes that have occurred, and I wanted you to be here and while we're speaking to him, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Do you guys understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Mom and Robert, having these rights in mind, will you speak with us?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. We're trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys. We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay?
Murder.
So,
The first ones you named is believable. The last one you named
Murder.
well,
is not. So
I just want you to be.
yeah, let's go. Let's go forward.
Right.
Murder.
And so
what do you mean murder?
just let them get out what they're gonna say. Because the first ones, I would sit here and be like, okay,
Right.
that's believable. So
The thefts and the robbery and.
the thefts,
What
like
robbery?
not no robbery. He just has sticky fingers. Like it's
Right.
never like
Never been violent.
yeah, it's never violent or anything like that. So
Right.
let's,
Okay.
let's go
But the
forward.
thing is, you know, and when I talked to Rob before, it was, it's been several months now, but it was related to a violent crime, not one that he committed. Hold on, Rob, hold on. It's not one that you committed, but you were with the person who did within a couple of hours of that happening, and that falls back to the people that you associate with. And we had a long conversation about that, and I just mentioned it to you about the path that you're on, and that tattoo on your hand associating you with those people, okay? And that's why we're talking to you first, because there's other people involved, and I still think you have that on your hand, but I don't think that's what's in here, man.
Yeah.
And I know we had a long conversation about throwing your friends under the bus and being a snitch and all that, but this is a big deal, man.
Ain't no such thing as snitching when your ass is on the line. Like, so if you know something, I'm not saying you do, but if you know something, we're gonna be honest. Like, all the, I ain't snitching on my homeboy or none of that. Because they talking about murder.
Murders. I don't know what
Correct.
you're talking about. No murders.
So if
I
you
don't know
know
nothing about no
something,
murder.
We gotta be
He
honest.
just-
I
what do you want me
understand. I want you to tell the truth, because we're asking questions we already know the answer to. And if we're starting off right there with lies,
Sosa
everything
came
else is
over
fine.
earlier. He came over earlier. He did not come over to my house later on
I
that
didn't
day.
say he came over to the house per se, but you saw him again that night.
I didn't see him again that night. I saw Sosa one time
He has a
that
6:30
day.
curfew.
I have a curfew.
Robert shut it down. Home all day, curfew at 6:30. But before the detective went anywhere near the murders, he started with something smaller.
Okay. Tell me about that. Stole the John Deere, right?
The dog. I be with the dog. I didn't even steal that, bro. He wanted to go hit. I was with him, but I did not steal that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was with him, but I did not steal it. I didn't even hop in it. When they stole it, went back home because it was all in Waha. It was not far. Walked right back home. I did not hop in it, not go with them, because that's not what I went out there to do. That's not what I went out there to do. He seen the thing still had keys. He hopped in and he drove off. I didn't steal the side by side either. Like, so that I was there. Not gonna lie, like I was
So
there.
that's good, bro.
I seen it get stolen.
Appreciate you being
Rob,
I did not
I know
steal
you're being
side by
honest.
side.
We know you're being honest because we saw you on video, okay? For that, okay? So thank you for being honest. That's the first honest thing you've told us today.
Small admission, small reward. Build a pattern of truth on low stakes questions so the suspect keeps going when the stakes get higher. Classic technique. And it worked because the stakes were about to get a lot higher. Earlier that same night, around 7 p.m., this group committed an armed robbery. A man came to buy a gun from 3-5. He got in the car with $200. He didn't leave with it.
So what happened? What about earlier that night? With the first incident that we talked to you about, also in the forest at around 7 o'clock that night.
What?
Since we're being completely honest now with each other,
What do you mean?
the incident earlier that night.
Around 7 o'clock with the chubby Spanish-looking guy.
Oh, that was man. So basically, we was in the forest. The jit. He was trying to buy 3-5's gun. He was trying to buy 3-5's gun, and then we went out there and was like, what happened? He got in the car. He had like $200. He gave me the $200, and I told him you bugged. You bugged, and then he went to get out of the car, and 3-5 shot at him. But he didn't hit him. I don't think he hit him.
At 7 p.m., they robbed a man at gunpoint and a 12-year-old shot at him. 3 hours later, they'd kill 3 of their own friends. That's the escalation. Robbery to murder in one night.
Todd my dog, 3-5 my dog. Everybody in that car I was friends with. And everybody in that car was friends. That's how we was all in the car. Right. Todd did it because he was gun. It was really for the gun. Like, it was really for the gun. That's really what he wanted, was the candy.
Taj wanted Sosa's gun. That was the motive for 3 executions.
Are you a cold-blooded murderer?
I didn't kill anybody.
Or are you there and something happened that was an accident and it got out of hand?
I was not there when anybody got killed. Like, why y'all not
when we step out and look
part?
at your phone that's in the other
it's
room.
It's not going to show I was there with no... What time did somebody get killed?
We're talking later that evening.
I know you don't have the heart to kill nobody. I know that for a fact.
You don't know, mama. I don't care. It wasn't me. I didn't say nobody. They trying to get me a license.
I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is not clicking for you?
You're already sticking up for 3-5 right now.
Bro, 3-5 did not get dropped off. 3-5 was still with. I
don't understand why you keep lying.
Because 3-5 stayed like 3-5. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I don't understand why you keep lying. And then you go back.
Because it's gonna be a snitch. And it
doesn't matter.
Kill me. It don't matter. That is a snitch, and I would die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like, you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Mama, people get popped and killed for snitching. That is real life. I didn't kill nobody.
Robert cracked, but only halfway. His first version blamed Taj for everything.
Whole story?
Were you there?
Let him talk. Tell me the whole story.
All right. So after we left back, I was with. We had left back out. We went to pick up Taj. Taj came out the house. As soon as Taj came out the house, first thing he told me, like, we knocking on. We knocking on. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't even trying to do all that. He was like, bro, we gonna do it. We went to the forest. After dropped to the forest, he Taj up the gun, shot head. And he shot Layla in the head. 3-5 dropped the back seat and he shot the girl in the back. And then he shot her in the head because she was not dead all the way.
Where was Layla
Layla was in the driver's seat. Taj was in the middle. Layla was in the driver's seat. Passenger seat. And there was a girl in the trunk. Like, she was just in the trunk the whole ride. I told him, don't do it. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. When he shot the people, I just like, take me home. He was like, bro, you better not snitch, I'm gonna kill you too. You better not snitch, I'm gonna kill you too.
Who said that to you?
Taj. You better not snitch, I'm gonna kill you too.
And when asked if there had been any warning before the first shot,
we was all supposed to go together to go hit. We was all supposed to go together. We was just in the car. It was so random. Like, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious though. Like, at the time when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, like, right, he was laughing, like, you would not think he was serious when he first said it. I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun. I'm looking, boom, boom.
He was laughing. Robert's description of the seconds before Taj Bruton allegedly shot 2 people in the head. Robert stuck to the story for hours. Taj did it. He was just there. But 6 hours later, the detective came back to the one question Robert still hadn't answered.
Did you shoot that girl in the trunk?
In the trunk?
Yeah.
3-5 shot that girl in the trunk.
You sure?
He did shoot that girl in the trunk.
35's right next door.
3-5 shot that girl in the trunk.
How many times?
He shot her once.
How many times you shoot her?
Once.
You shot her once?
This is exactly how when Gustavo upped the gun, he shot Sosa.
This is why in my archives, I got a video. This is why I say parents should be held accountable and something needs to happen. Felony, maybe something, negligence, some type of felony or a fine needs to happen. Because I got a video that it shows I talk about early signs as parenting where you can't control your kids. Like they become resilient, rebellious, they're rebellion, okay? At early ages, 12, 13, 14, 15, get them to some type of military school, some boarding school, something where you did your part. Right? You say, hey man, I'm trying. Get them psychiatric help. Screw what Umar talking about. Give them some medicine. Get them medicated. But you did your part. But to leave these kids out here, that's probably misdiagnosed. You dig, and you don't want to. You just let them just live their life, and you see the trajectory. If you can't see it, you're blind. It's called negligence. You still should be held accountable. These dudes unalive. 3 people on some senseless deleting. Nah, parents need to be held accountable. 100%, man. This is senseless crimes. Dude smiling like a straight serial. They riding with a serial killer. Oh, when he said it, man, I was gonna ride with him. Dude, you're done. Who the hell in their right mind? Again, right mind. Who in their right mind will be riding with somebody in a car, walking with somebody, hanging with somebody who's loaded, got a GUN and is loaded, and he's playing around saying, hey, I'm gonna do somebody in. Who's gonna sit there and be like, all right, man, you tripping. Let's go hang out though. Man, I'm like, what's my man name from Boys in the Hood? Let me out the car. That's me. Like once you start talking about, yeah, you know, I'm locked and loaded. I'm gonna do my end today. I just feel it. A word? All right, let me out. Let me out the car, brother. That's me. Let me out the car, brother. You won't be doing that with me in here. You dig? And I'm gonna let it happen. I'm gonna tell what you done did. Yeah, it was Ray Ray. Okay, so one thing you don't do, if you know you were involved and you got parents, you might want to be honest with your parent because the parent doesn't know for sure. You know, she knows it's possible. Okay, because the crew he hanging around with, and look what she said. Look at the earlier interview part of the interrogation part when she said, "Yeah, my son's not a deleter." She said, "But the guys he's hung around with, I could believe that." There you go. You got your kids. Again, when I was growing up, it's nowhere I could put my friends on the phone. Our parents did not allow us to hang with anybody deemed as a troublemaker. That was taboo. You knew better. But her kids are allowed to hang with guys who are considered troublemakers. And the detective pointed out that he had gang affiliation on his hands or maybe crazy stuff written on his hands, like I'll delete you, whatever. But it was like, violent type of words on his hands, his body, like art, tattoos and stuff. But man, senseless. Now he's lying, okay? And instead of lying, when you believe your son was involved, don't even allow him to be in that interrogation room. All of that evidence, all of that lying will be played in front of a jury. Okay? Now you see what happened with Fulio's suspects that got convicted. What they do? They end up playing all of their stuff, right? Their interrogation antics and, dismissive behavior, senseless behavior, non-emotional, unsympathetic behavior right before the jury. And they got them all for first degree. Okay? So dude is completely lying at this point. He's done because now he seems a liar before the jury. So it's like, all right, look, he's lying about little things.
The gun, I tried to shoot Layla, it clicked. He shot Layla, and then P5 dropped the backseat.
Okay, so that's to the parent. Parent, hey, you just said your son ain't a deleter. He just said a deleter. He just said he tried to pull, it clicked. Now we know he's lying. It went off. But look how to them it's like really just like they bred themselves to be serial killers. It's just fun to point a GUN at somebody, HEAD, let it blow, and then look at the result afterwards, the aftermath afterwards. It's okay. It's like, okay, man, look, oh wow, let's just dump them in over here, and let's go about our day. Let's go back to Call of Duty. Let's go back to getting HIGUH. I say you, HIGH, you know, and cause you know they all under a substance. Okay, this is crazy.
He shot the girl in the back, and she was still alive and stopped and said, finish her, finish her. So I shot the girl. That's exactly how it went. No lie, no question.
So dude, you're the one that, so you had the, you're responsible for the fatal wound. You're done. And like, this is wild, family. She's alive. Do it again. Do it again. I mean, just senseless, cowardice, serial killers that's being groomed in those households of negligence.
Racked around.
He did shoot that gun in the tree.
35's right next door.
35 shot that gun in the
How many
tree.
times?
He shot her once.
How many times you shoot her?
Once.
You shot her once?
This is exactly how it went. Stavo upped the gun, he shot Sosa. I upped the gun, I tried to shoot Layla, it clicked. He shot Layla. And then 3-5 dropped the back seat and he shot the girl in the back. And she was still alive and Stavo said, finish her, finish her. So I shot the girl. That's exactly how it went. No lie, no question.
So you racked around to get one in the chamber?
Yeah, I cocked it back. I cocked it back because I told you I cocked it back, but he shot the girl. I cocked it back, he shot Layla. And then 3-5 dropped the seat and he shot the girl in the back. And Stavo said, finish her, finish her, finish her. So I shot the girl. If I did not do what that man told me to do, bro, I would not have went home with that man.
He had a gun the whole time. He tried to shoot Layla, the gun jammed, he cocked it, and when Camille was still alive in the trunk, he finished the job. 7 hours of I didn't kill nobody, then so I shot the girl. After the confession, Robert reapproached detectives on his own. His mother had told them to stop, but he wanted to keep talking, and what he described was the aftermath.
So where did you guys go back to?
Taj went.
Because this is my. All right, go ahead.
They went to the lake. Parked the car at the lake, and then I walked home.
So you said we were all at the lake.
Honestly,
Okay.
We all went to the lake, and then I walked home from the lake. I took my clothes off, gave them to Taj, and I walked home from the lake. Me and 3-5. 3-5 walked with me. He had a backpack.
But then he put all your clothes with blood all
he
over
had
it.
clothes in his hands. The clothes was in his hands.
And I'm not getting on to you. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, the clothes was in his hands. Everything else was in the backpack, like the weed and all of that, the guns and stuff. That was in the backpack. The clothes was in his hands. I think he burned them. That's what he told me he did with them. Me and 3-5 went back to the house. We had drawers on. I gave my clothes to Taj.
Two teenagers walking home through Ocklawaha in their underwear at midnight. They just killed 3 people, stripped off their clothes to destroy the evidence, and walked home in the dark. That's Robert's version. Every terrible detail, except that in his telling, someone else always pulled the trigger first. Now it was Taj's turn to talk, and his version would point right back at Robert. And unlike Robert, who took 7 hours to break, Taj started talking immediately.
At first, she was like, we finna go smoke. She's like, all right. I knew something because we went to Lake Ware together. Now, I went to Lake Ware at first, and then I got expelled with the school because I was late to class all the time, skipping from time to time, you know. He called me, he's like, yo, we finna smoke, this, that, and the third. I ain't asked what was going on, I was just like, shit, fuck it, we guess we finna ride around and smoke. We driving on the way out there, and the car with me at the time, when they picked me up, was so, Layla was driving, right? I'm sitting behind, it was so, Layla over here, 3-5 was behind Layla, so over there, my, was in the middle, Raw was in the middle, so we driving. They like, yo, we finna go and so run this up. He was like, yo, we finna go and take this dirt bike. We finna go rob this dirt bike. What we finna do? Like rob a dirt bike. At this time, I'm already going to. I'm out right now because I'm scared. I'm paranoid. I don't want to go to jail. I'm like, so therefore, I'm like, I'm not finna go rob nobody. You're crazy as hell. Drop me off. Take me back to Spring House. Nah, bro, we not taking you back to Spring House, bro. You tripping? We need you for this. No, I'm not doing this. Somewhere until I get service, because at this time I don't have service on my phone. So I start walking. I just walk. Eventually I get service. As soon as I get service, I call Spring. Spring, can you please come get me? I don't know what they got going on. I just got dropped off. Can you please come get me? So she comes, she pull up, she get me, and then we go back to her house. That was mine. That's what happened in mine. I know Robin 3-5 was the last people with him.
Dropped off, called his girlfriend, went home, clean. Except Robert named Taj as the shooter, the anonymous source named Taj, and detectives had evidence that put him somewhere he said he'd never been. So they brought him back.
I'm going to be honest with you. Robin and 3-5 said that you were the guy in all this.
Okay, I'm not.
I'm like I said, I'm not saying it because it's not true. This is what they told me. Mm-hmm. They told me that you like pre-planned all this to happen, and then you like forced them to do things. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I also don't want to learn from fingerprints and DNA. I know that you were in the car.
Yeah, I was there.
But you weren't in the car when they were dead, right?
No.
You weren't in the car when they were shot?
No.
Okay. This case is national news.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very big thing. I get it. People do dumb stuff, okay? People make mistakes.
Dumb. This is just psychotic. Like, that's why, like, yeah, this is not no dumb decision that somebody could just sit back and make. This is legit. Psychotic.
Do you think that the people did this, there was an intentional act, that they were planning on doing this?
They had to. They had to.
His own words, calling it premeditated while insisting he wasn't part of it.
Whether you burned your clothes in the woods after all of this, we need to know about that now, because the evidence is piling up and you're getting deeper and deeper into the mix of this. And for you to sit here and say that you don't know anything and that you weren't there, I mean, this is the opportunity, pretty much your only opportunity to get in front of this. Because right now, all the fingers are pointing at you.
Yeah, I understand that. I want y'all to ask me any questions that y'all need.
Did you put a hoodie on? Did you put gloves on to go out there and do that and then change your mind after they said they weren't going to go, they were going to rob somebody instead of go car hopping?
Yeah.
So you were dressed to go car hopping?
Yeah, I was dressed to go car hopping.
Okay.
I was gonna go car hopping.
But you weren't gonna mess with robbing somebody.
The robbing was crazy because I know how robbing get down. So yes, the car hopping I was dressed to do that. I was not about to do
What were those clothes that you were wearing?
Those clothes, I had a black hoodie. I had on a green and black ski mask. All black Air Forces.
I'm telling you right now, the evidence that we have puts you out and about with them at the time of the murder.
Yeah.
Okay. Not with Spring.
For the first time, Taj stopped denying, and what came out of him was something no one in that room expected.
Is it any way, like, cause after I tell y'all this story, I'ma die. So therefore I'm scared to tell this story. But Is there any way I can get protective custody for anything after this story? Because
When
I
you
know
go
for
to
a
the, when
fact-
we take you to the jail, I'll make sure that you get in protective
Please,
custody.
because after this story and after I tell you this and after I tell you what I have seen and this, I couldn't even tell my parents this, bro, because legit these people is telling me, like, I'm scared to tell these people are telling me that I got into some deep shit. They can't say this. I have to take the murders. Like, they telling me I have to take this, I have to take that.
I'm telling you, this is what I gotta understand.
Because I was supposed to be, because they telling me I was supposed to be the one that went down for them. I was supposed to come in here and tell them this, that, and third.
You were supposed to go down for
Yeah, I was supposed to go down for the murders because they was like, if you don't go down for the murders, then they knew Spring. That's why Spring been getting hella death threats. They knew my mama because these people was around me, so they knew what my mama looked like. They knew my auntie looked like. They knew my sister looked like. They knew what Spring looked like. So I got scared. And I still don't even want to tell y'all the story because if it gets out, bro, I'm gonna die. Either in prison or in the real world, I'm gonna die. This man is something that y'all have never seen before, and I know him, bro.
Taj Bruton was 16 years old, and he sat in an interrogation room telling detectives he'd been pressured to take the fall for 3 murders, or his entire family would be killed. Then he told his second story, and in this version, he was in the car the whole time.
So I was in the car, did witness it. But at the same time, like I said, a lot of stuff still stands. I didn't have no gun. Never had no gun. I still was sitting where I was sitting at. Everything is still the same except I did witness it.
Well, tell me the whole story one more time.
Okay,
Start it over.
Rob, look at me. I'm gonna rob these niggas tonight. And if they don't, exactly how you say it. I'm gonna rob these niggas tonight. And if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them.
In Taj's new version, Robert was the mastermind. Robert announced the plan. Robert pulled the first trigger.
They upped the guns. They like, give me all that. So they had weed in the car. They had money and they had a gun in the car. So they like, give me all that. I need all that and get the fuck out of the car and walk. Like they was gonna rob the car. They was gonna rob everything. So they was like, get the fuck out of the car and walk. So Sosa and Layla, they're like that, bro. They wasn't going for that. Like Sosa and Layla sitting there like, bro, I'm not getting. You going to shoot me? You going to shoot me? I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting out of my car. You're not finna take none of my shit without killing me. So they're like, oh, all right. So boom, shot. They pulled down, and then at this point, I'm shitting brakes. I'm like, it's no way they just shot these people like this out here in the middle of nowhere.
No, who shot who?
3-5 in his back, 3-5 shot Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot by Rob because that was diagonal, and then shit the back seat. He pulled down, like, legit, it was crazy as fuck. This nigga 3-5, so after they both died, they, like, I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her. Like, it didn't go off at first, and then he reloaded, shot her. And then the back, he pulled down the seat, he shot her too.
Rob shot her too?
Huh?
Rob shot her?
No, 3-5 shot her. But no, Rob shot her too, though. That's what you don't understand, yeah. 3-5 shoots her, right? And then she's not dead yet. So Rob sees that and he shoots her to make sure she's dead.
Taj confirmed the gun jam. He confirmed that Rob finished Camille. He confirmed everything Robert had already confessed to, except in Taj's version, he was a helpless bystander.
So I'm sitting here finna bawl my eyes out, bruh. I'm scared as hell. I'm sitting here and I'm like, boo, if I tell anybody anything, if I do this, if I do that, Lil 30 is gonna come after me. So he runs over here, he tell me, get the fucking, cause he planned on killing me that night too.
Did you run?
Huh?
Did you run?
Did I run?
Yeah.
No, cause they has guns.
You stayed in the car?
Yes, I had to.
Did anybody run?
No, didn't nobody get away.
Okay.
According to Taj, the only reason he got back in the car after the shooting was because Robert would have killed him if he didn't. Robert says Taj was the mastermind. Taj says Robert was the mastermind. Both say 3-5 was forced to shoot, and both swear they never held a gun. And then there was the third suspect, the one both Robert and Taj agreed on. The 12-year-old they both said shot Camille Quarles.
So, before I ask any questions here, you're how old are you? 12 years old. Now, this is going to be one of the silly questions I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you if you know the truth versus a lie. I'm going to give you an example. If a little boy were to come in here and were to color on all these walls with a red crayon and then were to tell me that they didn't do it, is that the truth or a lie?
It's a lie.
Okay. And if the same kid would have colored on the walls and then said, Detective Pender, I colored on the walls, I'm sorry about it, is that the truth or a lie?
A homicide detective teaching a child the concept of honesty before asking him about 3 murders. The detectives told Christopher that Robinson had already talked and that his story was pointing directly at him.
Robert Robinson, Reaper, you guys are friends, right? I've talked to him down there, and he has been 100% honest with me and told me everything. Okay? And a lot of the things he's telling me are pointing at Christopher.
Christopher gave his first version, vague, no names. The detective wasn't buying it.
6:30 p.m. Yeah, that sounds good. And where were you at about that time?
Our house.
Okay. And so you're hanging out with on last Thursday night. Okay. What did you guys do? Tell me all about your night.
First, we made something to eat. Then we watched TV. And I think he went to sleep.
Okay.
About what time did he think that he went to sleep, brother?
I don't know.
Okay. What happened after KJ went to bed?
I think I went to sleep.
So I think what you just told me was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you with your mom here crying and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful position. I've worked with people before that feel embarrassed or sad or upset about something that they've done. And I know you're cold, but your body position to me, when you're sitting here talking to me, says that you're somebody that feels bad and they have a weight on their shoulders. They feel sorry about something that happened. So the story that you just told me, I'm not mad that you told me that. I know that it's not true. I know that a person's natural reaction when they sit in here and they talk to a police officer is to not say what is bearing down on them right away, okay?
I'm not mad. I know that it's not true. The detective didn't yell. He read a 12-year-old's body language and told him gently that the rehearsed story wasn't going to work. And slowly, Christopher started to talk.
Rob comes over, he knocks on your window, he says, let's go see some girls. You go out there and you said you see a white car. Can you mark where the white guy is? All right, so the white guy is, oh, thanks, he's in the passenger seat. And where's the white girl? All right, so she's in the driver's seat. And put a C for your name where you're sitting at. So Reaper's in the middle, and then you said there was a guy wearing all black. Can you draw an X where he's sitting? So the guy that you marked as an X, he raised the gun at the white guy, and you said he shot it? And then what happened after he did that?
The other guy, and he shot the
white girl, okay. Were people talking? Well,
no, it was just like the car, like we was listening to loud music, and like I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out of the car and ran.
And then you said you hopped out. I heard you say something about get back in or something. Did I hear that right?
You said get back in.
Tell me all about that and be specific. Describe what the X-man here that we marked, what did he say to you?
Get back in.
How does this person look?
A ski mask, a jacket, and yeah.
What happened when you got back in the car? Now it's got this. What's happening with these two people? Are they okay? Are they starting to, like, are they okay? Or they're not okay?
They was out of the car. He pushed them out.
He did what? He pushed them out?
3 suspects, 3 stories, and every single one of them ends the same way. I didn't want to do it, they made me. But the evidence didn't care whose version was true. All 3 had guns, and 3 teenagers were dead. The motive, confirmed at trial, was Michael Hodo's gun. In the days after the murders, detectives had to deliver the news to the families.
A 12-year-old is armed. That's wild.
And what those conversations sounded like was its own kind of horror.
Hi.
Are you Mr.
My son's dead, isn't he? We're not. We're still preliminary investigation. Do you have any photos of Michael?
Lisa.
Oh no! Who did this?
That's what we're here to find out, okay? Lisa, have a seat right here.
All right, let's move on. It's crazy right there. Mm-hmm. Let me try this one.
911. Oh my God! Hey, come back! Get me! Oh, I'm shy. Help me! Where do you need help? Wait a second. Let's go. Get in the car.
Need to talk.
without the car.
So there was only 2 black males. That's
Yes.
it. Have you ever seen these guys before?
Yes, I think it's Brandon and Sanusi.
So which house were you staying in here?
You got that whole black male, you see? Oh, 50% arrest, black. Well, yeah, so you got to stand, family. Don't fall for the conservative talking point. When they say black, 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 that's racial. That could be people from many different backgrounds that we don't know their backgrounds. Like a lot of these guys come from towns where violence is normal daily activity. You dig? That's different from us. So that whole black, black thing, I don't like. And it's like, yo, no, no, no. Either they're not black or I'm not black. But we both can't be black.
They're at his house.
Whose house?
Paris.
At Paris's house?
No.
How did Paris get here?
I don't know.
So you were with Paris when this happened?
Yes.
Why were you guys walking up here? Did you know they were coming here?
They had beef and
They had beef?
It was like walking up, like saying what's up, and he just started shooting.
So you said that you knew they were coming here. How did you guys know? How were you communicating with them?
Our friend told him that they were spinning the block.
A friend? Who was that?
Jackson.
Jackson Morales?
Notably, the officer appears to know Jackson's last name without this suspect mentioning it. This is almost certainly due to Jackson's criminal reputation. At 20 years old, he has convictions for second-degree aiding and abetting burglary, disorderly conduct, first-degree aggravated robbery, and threats of violence.
How did he tell you that?
He was on his phone. He was here too.
He was here. Did he see anything?
Yeah, we were all here.
Where did Jackson go?
They spun off.
Jackson was in a vehicle?
Yeah, they took off.
So he was in a different vehicle, not with those guys. So when Jackson told you that they were coming, were you going to try to fight these dudes, or what was the intent of you guys coming down here?
No, we was walking down and, I don't know, saying what's up and...
Knowing you have beef?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the handgun?
Yeah, definitely seen that.
What color was it?
It was gray.
Are you good being here, dude?
I don't know.
So you got a good look at the vehicle, right, McGeezy?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you know the make?
No, I have no clue.
Have you seen that vehicle before?
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
A lot of times. How do you know that vehicle?
Brandon and Sanusi.
You've seen those two in it before?
Yeah.
At this time, officers are unaware that the driver of the suspect vehicle, Sanusi Tamsir Bangura, enters a nearby convenience store just 27 minutes after the shooting, still at large. Just a couple minutes later, he leaves the store. Notably, he appears to be holding his cell phone, which will later turn out to be a key piece of evidence.
How do you know Brandon and Sanusi?
I'm not really that acquainted with them.
Would you consider them friends?
No.
Those are the guys you got beef with? Is the beef with you or with Paris?
No.
Is this Jackson?
Yeah.
Jackson Morales. He's been known to be
So
a black
he was-
PC. Was he in a black Acura?
Yeah.
Was he driving it?
Yeah, he's driving.
Was it Caleb that also got shot? There's somebody else that got shot at the hospital.
At this moment, officers move to arrest Jackson Morales. Jackson is currently at the hospital, having just transported Caleb Reinald Nemec, who has sustained a gunshot wound. Caleb was shot during the incident and was one of the individuals who called 911 from the beginning of the video. Although he is not one of the shooters, Jackson's involvement in this criminal nexus makes him an immediate person of interest, leading to his detainment pending investigation. Jackson and Caleb drove to the hospital with the final witness and victim, Ojima O.G. Curry. Unbeknownst to officers, O.G. drove away from the hospital with the black Acura, his whereabouts unknown at the time. So far, officers have a general idea of what happened, but are not yet aware footage of the incident exists, footage that will later be presented during multiple jury trials.
Why am I being detained?
We're going to explain it to you. So just listen, we have at least one, maybe two people that were shot, okay?
You are being detained so we can make sure you don't have a weapon on you.
I know,
okay?
but can you quit holding me like that, though? You scaring me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And then we'll take the handcuffs off and we'll have a conversation, all right? You know why you're being detained.
I'm the one who brought that nigga that shot to the hospital, bro. What the f***? That's my brother, bro. Hey, come Got me f***ed up, gang. Okay, I need you to just calm down. No, y'all acting like I'm the f***ing criminal here, bro. My brother just got shot, bro.
We don't know.
We have 3 or 4. Look, I'm listening. I get that, but you don't need to come up and be rough with me, bro. I'm just here trying to save my homie's life, dog. We don't know you. We don't know your involvement, and we don't know if you have a weapon on you. Okay. We're trying to keep everybody safe in here, okay?
All right.
So
like this thing right here.
My knife?
Right.
My knife, yeah.
Right.
That's all. I think you know as well as I do. People that carry these bags sometimes have guns in them. I get that, but that's kind of stereotypical and racist, too. It has nothing to do with color. People could be, that's a purse, bro.
Would you stop being a dick, please?
Would you stop being a to me, please? My homie just got shot, bro.
Exactly, and that's exactly why we make these assumptions.
Right, because I shot my own homie,
You
right.
just came from a shooting.
I told you there may be 1 or 2 people that have been shot. Yeah, I know. My other homie's dead too, bro. On the road road in Lincoln Park, bro.
Okay, all right. Do you have a spot we can go to talk to him?
My homie just got killed in front of my face, bro. Sorry, bro.
To recap the narrative, two suspects, Brandon and Sanusi, are accused of firing at a group of 5 individuals: Jackson, McGeezy, Paris, Caleb, and Ogima. Paris and Caleb were the only 2 struck by gunfire. Paris was struck in the head, and Caleb through his hips. Immediately after the shooting, Brandon and Sanusi fled. Then Jackson, Ogima, and Caleb jumped in a black Acura to get Caleb to the hospital. McGeezy stayed on the scene with Paris, who appears deceased. Currently, officers do not know suspects Sanusi and Brandon's whereabouts.
So it was you and Paris that walked out of this house here?
Yeah, it was me, Paris, my brother OG, and Caleb.
What's your brother's name?
Ogama.
Where's Ogama?
He's with Caleb.
Although McGeezy is right to think his brother Ogima, or OG, is at the hospital with Caleb, officers are not actually aware of OG's location. He appears to have taken Jackson's black Acura and left the hospital. They are only questioning McGeezy and Jackson at this time. Simultaneously, another drive-by shooting happens a little over a mile away from the original scene at Sanusi and Brandon's residence. Thankfully, nobody was injured in that second shooting. It won't take officers long to discover the shootings are related.
I tell you what went down. I'm not gonna say names. Not gonna do none of that. I tell you what kind of car they in. You can look for the car that did the shooting. I know how these streets work too. I'm not about to lose my life next.
And you know what? You probably know how the streets work way better than I do. I'm gonna be honest with you. What kind of car did you come in?
A black car.
What kind is it?
Why do that matter?
Well, I have it on the video anyways. I know it's a black car.
Okay,
is it an Acura?
You know what it is.
Is it an Acura?
I'm not going into detail. I don't need to, man.
Jackson is largely hesitant to give information to the police, but McGeezy is able to step up and help officers in their path to justice.
You were thinking they wanted to fight you guys?
He hopped out. He's like, "You guys want to fight?"
Who hopped out?
The one on the left.
He got out of a passenger seat?
Yeah. And we walked up slowly, and he hopped back in the car. It was like, "What's up? You guys don't want to fight?" And then.
So you guys were walking towards the car?
Yeah.
Were they both in the car at that point?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
He pulled out, he just pointed, he just started shooting the driver.
Where were you guys when he was shooting?
He was right in front of the white car.
So you were in the street?
Yeah, I was at the back of the group. Yeah.
Where was Paris?
Yeah, I've got him on video.
How many times did the driver shoot?
Like around 10.
Do you know what kind of gun it was?
It looked like a Glock. It was a gray black handgun.
Was he shooting at you at all?
No. He was pointed towards Caleb and Paris.
Did anyone from your group have a gun?
No.
Paris was shot. Did you stay with him?
When he pulled out the gun, I ducked. And then I looked back on the sidewalk and he was just there.
He was laying there? Did you render aid to him or anything?
I didn't know how to.
Yeah. You get shot in the head.
Yeah. Do you want justice for your buddies? Or
I want justice, bro. I want to die out here is what I want, bro. My homie been up here for 3 days from California for vacation, bro. He dead, bro. He ain't even in the streets, none, bro.
I haven't been in your spot. I don't know the streets like you. I can also appreciate the fact that you haven't had a good relationship with police. There's a lot of people that haven't. But we are trying to help you out. We're trying to get justice for Caleb and your other buddy.
After officers reason with Jackson to give information, he shares his side of how the whole interaction began.
I'm looking for help. I understand.
We was at the little church in Lincoln Park, right? I met up with my ex real quick.
What Jackson just shared is later confirmed via security footage. However, the following parts appear to happen once his and his ex's vehicle go just out of sight and largely rely on his spoken statement.
And then Sanusi and Brandon in a blue Chrysler 300 pulled up on me. Brandon was in the passenger. Sanusi was driving. Talking shit, get out with a fanny pack on. And Brandon gets out the passenger seat, starts punching on my car and shit. I'm like, let's go down the block, we can fight. I was just trying to fight because my homies were down the block too. I'm not going to fight them one-on-one because they're not trying to get one-on-one. They're trying to jump me.
Correct.
So they follow me down there and shit. And we get out the car, like, are we gonna fight, right? We ain't had no guns. We walk up, like, all right, let's box then, right? And then they're calling out the window, all right, you trying to box? I'm like, yeah, we're trying to box. You don't see us with no guns, right? We trying to box. And we get up to their car, and they're just talking shit and sitting there. They don't come out the car. So my homie punched him through the open window because he wouldn't get out, and they was trying to talk about they was trying to fight. So they pulled off and just started blowing shots. We all ducked and shit. Like, got on the ground, jumped, ran, and then we looked back and my other homie had a bullet through his head.
Did you see the gun?
Well, no, I didn't see it, man.
Again, you might not want to be honest with me, but honesty is what I really need in this. At any point, did you guys have any guns?
No, all I had on me was that knife y'all found. And I'm like, man, if y'all ain't trying to get out the car and box, but yet y'all gonna follow me, I'll just pop your f***ing tire.
Did either one of them ever try to get out of the vehicle? Kind of like
they both just sat there smiling and shit.
After questioning McGeezy and Jackson, officers made their way to Sanusi and Brandon's residence, where reports indicate a drive-by shooting unloaded bullets into nearby buildings. Thankfully, no one was injured in this apparent retaliatory act. Luckily, officers are able to make contact with Sanusi, the suspected shooter from the initial incident.
Where's your vehicle at, man?
It's parts. What do you mean?
The blue one? You had that cool car, right?
Anybody else in your house? No, not right now. I came outside and my neighbors were talking about somebody drove past, cops was chasing them, whatever. Their house got hit. And they said they were trying to shoot at me or something.
So you say your car is parked in the back?
Yes, it's parked.
Okay. Just show us real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Notably, Sanusi appears to be FaceTiming someone during his interaction with police. Officials do not yet know that the other suspect, Brandon, is on the other line. At this moment, Brandon is caught on surveillance video with peers at a Hollister store. Investigators will soon obtain this footage and question the peers to unravel the full story.
I don't know what the going on, but
who else is inside your house right now?
Nobody.
Downstairs neighbors, do you know if they're home?
I have no idea, but even if they were, they don't like cops and they wouldn't open the door.
What I want you to do is go with my partner. We're just going to sit you in the squad car right now.
Am I in trouble or what's going on?
No, right now. We're trying to figure this out, all right?
We're all with them right now.
I know. Stop yelling that over the phone. I know.
You go by Sushi?
That's my name. It's easier to say than Sanusi.
You've been home the whole time?
Yeah, we just went to Firestone to pick up his car. I went to go to Quick Trip and I went home because my neighbors looks like somebody tried to drive-by shoot saying they were shooting at me.
Why do you think they would be shooting
I have
at
no
you?
idea, but I think it's the same people that busted my front and back windshield. I filed a police report before. And they slashed my roommate's tire.
Was that recent?
We found it today.
Who are these people?
I honestly have no clue. I was told one of them goes by Black, but I don't know what the name that is. And it's like a black Acura, and I think I got the license plate actually. These are just all the cars that have been harassing me.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, you can if you want to, yeah.
These ones have been harassing you?
Harassing me, yes. Like
what?
Chasing me. They'll like throw shit in my car while I'm driving. They'll like, what's it called? What? Tailgate me? That black Acura. And that's the main person who's been talking to me.
What kind of car did you come in? Because I know it's a black car.
Okay,
is it an Acura?
You know what it is.
Who's this?
That is my roommate.
Oh,
he's at the mall.
How long have you been home?
Like 45 minutes.
You didn't hear anything?
No, shut the up. This is not a situation to be joking.
Next, officers spoke to Caleb. He sustained a bullet wound during the interaction.
Gonna be blunt with you. Paris is deceased.
Just save your time.
I'm not gonna say no more. We're just trying to get the truth of what happened here. What I know is Jackson has been getting harassed by a couple of males.
It's going on for years.
Yeah.
If I say something, then it gets out. That's my life.
How come?
It's how it is in the group.
If somebody lost a son today, man, that's pretty horrible.
Yes, I know.
So there's a time to be a man, stand up for yourself, stick up for your buddy that can't stick up for himself. And this is it, man.
But I'm not gonna play that guilt trip.
It's not a guilt trip.
I know what I gotta do, dog.
Investigators brought Sanusi in for a deeper questioning. Meanwhile, officials worked to try and locate the passenger suspect, Brandon, who was last known to be traveling with peers at a nearby mall.
I'm not stupid. You want to back up and start over again, please? With the truth. I know there's beef.
There's
I know
not.
there's
I wouldn't consider, but I don't think I wouldn't consider beef.
All right, fam, my fault. I don't want the witnesses interrogation. I want the suspect interrogation. You dig? Not the witnesses. I hate phones, man. This shit stupid. It's going sideways. Okay, there we go. We got it back. Regular view. Now put that as garbage. Put it down. Oh, now I mean do that. I meant do that. No, that. Okay. Go over there, man. Why you over there? You ready to go? Yeah, okay, well go ride your bike because it's hotter than what I thought it was gonna be today. And we definitely ain't dressed for this weather. I had a hoodie on. He had a t-shirt plus a long sleeve on. Got pants on, and something said, okay, all right, we're going. It's too hot. We gotta dress. We gotta put shorts on. We're going home to get redress. Yeah, later. Mm-hmm. Go ride your bike then. What'd you over by me for? When you come by me, that means you're ready to go home. I'm trying to get you tired. Go. When I go live on FBA News and Updates and TikTok, you'll be asleep. Playing this out cleverly today. Go to the park early morning, get you tired, run around. Then we leave. You go to sleep. You dig? And we're gonna be live TikTok on FBA News and Updates. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of parents got to be more involved in their kids' upbringing. It's really, I really overdressed today. I underestimated the weather. It said it would be, damn, this kid coming back. Damn, I'm trying to leave. He came back with his goddamn ball. Oh my God. I underestimated this weather. I really came on some BS. Sweatpants, hoodie. I didn't bring enough water. It's like burning. I checked the weather too. It said it'd be like 70. I feel like it's 80. All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the interrogation of the three uh, degenerate folks. FBA CJ. Oh, I gotta mod y'all up. Damn, I'm not even Trey. Yo, D. Let me where that? Yeah, exactly. That's me, yo. Let me out this damn car. I'm not even like on the other. I'm on unbiased Ron, so I can't mod you up. I'm not on Lineage TV. But next time, hey family, I'm getting off here. I'm sorry. It's burning. I got my one interrogation off the way I'm trying to be versatile with the content. You dig at my convenience, obviously. It ain't like I'm getting paid to do this. For the most part, it's free. Okay, so anyway, I catch y'all